just 90 days, my Instagram account grew net positive 10,000 followers. And after that, it proceeded to grow over 40,000 followers in the span of a year. And currently, I'm growing 50 to 100 new followers per day, 100% organic. In this video, I am going to show you the 7 very specific things that I do every single day, week, and month to keep a net positive growth on Instagram. And if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I post weekly videos on how to grow as a business owner using Instagram. And keep in mind, these tips are in no particular order. And I've helped thousands of people online grow their Instagram accounts just like me. And last thing before we dive in, make sure you stay until the end because number 7 is the one tip that got my most viral video to over 1.9 million views and made me thousands of dollars for my digital products that I sell on Instagram. Let's dive in. Number 1 is profile optimization. I used to think it was super cringe to talk about how much money you made or talk about how many people that you've helped. But the truth is, if you're not showing people that you can actually do the thing that you say you do, no one's going to trust you. And this was the biggest shift when I moved from being an influencer to actually being a business owner on Instagram. So what you want to make sure you have in your bio is some authority statement and some personal transformation statement that makes people trust you. So for example, my personal transformation is that I've made over $2 million turning my content into cash for my business. And now what I do to help others, which is the other statement I have in my bio, is helping creators become CEOs because that's the personal transformation that I went through myself and now the transformation that I help other people do. Don't even get me started on people who try to sell things when they actually haven't done the thing themselves yet. So maybe this is a little reality check that you want to check in with yourself, that you can make sure you can do the same thing for others that you've been able to do for yourself. And then number 2 is the story reset. So I have a whole video on this, so I'm not going to go super deep into it, but basically all you want to do is you don't want to post in your feed for 72 hours and you just want to post on Instagram stories for 3 days. Now, during these 3 days, make sure it's just one story and each story has a call to action to reply to your story. So for example, I would let all my current stories expire and then tomorrow I would post a story that says, I made $200,000 in 30 days as a course creator using Instagram. If you want the exact strategy, reply 200K and I'll send it to you right now. Then I set up a simple automation with ManyChat. As soon as people reply, they get the instant DM of the way to opt in and be able to check out the 200K in 30 days course. Now, this is a win-win for everybody, right? Instagram likes it because you're getting more people in your DMs and the DMs are their most important feature. Adam Mosseri recently said it in a podcast that I listened to with him and Colin and Samir. And then for you, because you're also going to be growing your email list on top of resetting your algorithm. So I just see that this works in so many different ways. Which also brings me into number 3 is if you're not using DM automation, I don't know what you're doing. ManyChat has really changed the game for Instagram because now it's never been easier to actually convert people off of the app onto your email list. And keep in mind, there's a lot of different ways you could be successful with DM automation. It's not just for getting people on your email list. I also use DM automation to send people my YouTube videos like this, to send people to my podcast, or to tag people to make sure that I don't lose my lead in my DMs because I get hundreds of DMs per day. And number 4 is actually making captions that convert. So a lot of times people just kind of like dump a bunch of information into their captions, but you have to actually know how to write captions to turn followers into paying clients. Now, keep in mind, people aren't going to just follow you and read your caption and just go to link in your bio and buy something from you. Yeah, maybe 1 out of every 100 people, but what about the other 99? So what we want to do is we want to create captions that actually encourage people to send us a DM and enter our funnels, which then brings me into number 5, which is your Instagram stories. The stories are the best place to convert people because the people that are watching your stories are the most engaged followers, and these are the people that become buyers. So I have a whole training that's called Instagram Stories That Sell. You could check it out in the description. It's a part of my 7-figure Instagram growth strategy and how I've made millions of dollars by turning my content into cash. Now, what I'm teaching people as well is how to leverage their Instagram stories to make more sales. Because ultimately, if someone's watching your story, it's like they're watching and binging a TV show, right? We know how hooked that we get. So we want to make sure we're capturing that attention and converting it into sales for our business. And then number 6 is your viral hooks. So how many times do I see a video and it's such a good video, but the hook was so bad that no one could actually move forward and watch the video? So this is something that I do with my clients a lot, is that I basically just spend so much time helping them think of and create create good hooks, because if you don't have good hooks, no one's going to be interested in what you have to offer. So if you want people to actually consume your content and become paying clients, we need to have really hot hooks. If you're interested in this, comment hooks and I'll create a whole video on how to create really amazing Instagram hooks for your reels. And lastly is my favorite kind of reel that I'm so obsessed with in this season of life, and that's the 6-second loop reel. So there's some controversy about this on Instagram, but the truth is we want to make sure that we are optimizing and leveraging the algorithm to the best of our potential. The algorithm tells us that the more people watch your video, the more they're going to show it to other users. Because remember, Instagram is a business and they want to make sure more people are consuming content on their app. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a really powerful hook, and then you're going to put the answer and the education of what you want to teach video into the caption. Now in the caption, you're going to tell a story, you're going to create a list, you're going to give digestible tips, and what you're going to do is really hook that person in. So now this is a 6-second video that turns someone's average watch time into 2 to 3 minutes because they had to read, they had to consume, maybe they saved your video for later. This is all really healthy for your engagement on Instagram, and this is how you're going to explode your account to get more leads for your business. At this point in time, you might be wondering, now how do I actually convert those leads and those eyeballs into paying clients? And that's exactly what I want to teach you inside of my new free training. All you have to do is check the link in the description and I'll show you exactly how to do it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe because I make these videos every single week to help you grow your business on Instagram.